Sokan, who is handling our welfare, then the chair, then our guests on the book, then we will hand it over back to our patron. So Naomi.
From the book, I picked some small points. I didn't go that far. I'm trying to develop a reading culture, so it's also quite of a struggle. So looking at the size of the book, but all I can say is I loved Mandela's childhood. He grew up as a normal kid. He was able to experience life and the love of our parents because I believe from every person's aspects, their child development, stages of child development matters a lot to who they're going to be as Adon said. And the mother was of big influence in their child's life. The fact that she was telling them tales, the fact that she was equipping them with knowledge. It wasn't from the books, but it shows how much they also valued knowledge as much as it wasn't literature or anything, which was also able to it makes your mind think beyond the horizon. Like, it makes you see that there's more into something. And we also see how much the bonds he made when he was a kid, and the fact that he moved when the father died, and he moved to another place. I can't remember the name. The name, as we said, the professor said the names are different and they're lengthy. So remembering is quite of a challenge. But the fact that he moved, he loved the new culture. He loved and saw that this is something that he missed from his point of growing up. This is something that is important and everything like that. But also, it shows how much, at times we always see that, let's say right now as Africans, he saw that the white people were superior based on how they were well educated, based on how they were held in high positions and all that, which I can say for sure also affects us in various ways. We always tend to see that certain people are way up than us, but along the way we get to see how he sees these people as he now starts having a different view of them when he, through the circumcision part, the person who came up and spoke and said, you guys will be slaves to these people, which is true, because we see that Mandela was the one who got a chance to go to school. Most of them went to the mining areas to mine gold. And still, yes, they're men, but they'll always be slaves under the white people. But through this period, till we get to see that Mandela and his literacy made him see there's something that is amiss at the end of the day. This land that is theirs, this land, he's Hossa, right? The fact that he's Hossa and all that, they're also tending to invade into their culture. But for me, also what stood out for me as I was reading, I love culture, and I saw how the Hossa people and how they were invested in their lives. And yeah, all I can say till where I reached, I just saw a normal kid growing up and a normal kid coming to know things, and yeah, his perspective also coming to change because of exposure. Without that exposure that he got when he went to school, I think we just have remained the white will always be on top and the whites will always lead the country. But because he was exposed, we see he starts having a wider perspective of life from what he has been told by his family and